Good evening, beautiful souls. Today, I want to speak a truth as real as the air we breathe. Wealth starts with you. Not in some distant future, not when you get the promotion, not when your bank account hits a magic number. It starts here. It starts now. It starts inside. You see, real wealth, the kind that lasts, isn't just about the money. It's about knowing your value before anyone else can put a price on it. It's about standing in your own light even when the world tries to dim it. It's about owning your story, every scar, every triumph, and realizing none of it was wasted. The world will try to sell you the idea that success is somewhere out there, but the greatest investment you'll ever make is the one you make in yourself, your healing, your learning, your growth. When you commit to becoming richer in wisdom, richer in courage, richer in love, the material wealth follows naturally. You become magnetic. You attract better. You choose better. You're no longer begging at closed doors. You're building your own. Wealth starts with the way you speak to yourself, the way you forgive yourself, the way you dream unapologetically, even when fear whispers, "Who do you think you are?" I'll tell you who you are. You are powerful beyond measure. You are a living, breathing masterpiece still being painted. And every decision you make from a place of love, of boldness, of self-belief, that's another brick laid in the house of your wealth. So today I challenge you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop doubting your gifts. Stop shrinking your dreams. Start investing in the most valuable asset you'll ever have, you. Because when you grow, your life grows. When you rise, everything connected to you rises. When you believe, miracles happen. Remember, wealth doesn't find you. You become wealth, and it all starts with you. Thank you. When most people hear the word wealth, their minds immediately jump to money, stacks of it, shiny objects, sprawling homes, luxury vacations. We've been trained to equate wealth with the things we can hold, touch, and show off to the world. But the truth is, those things are only the outer expression of something far deeper. Wealth in its purest form starts long before a dollar ever lands in your hand. It begins inside in the fertile soil of your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Until you are rich within yourself, rich in belief, rich in vision, rich in gratitude, you will always find the external riches to be fleeting or hollow. Every fortune ever built, every dream ever realized was first born in the invisible. It was once just an idea, a whisper, a feeling. Before there was a mansion, there was a mindset. Before there was a business empire, there was a vision that burned too brightly to ignore. The wealth you see around you in the world is only the final harvest of seeds that were planted inside someone's spirit long ago. Without the internal wealth, the discipline, the hope, the creativity, the self-trust, there would have been no external success to show. When you focus only on the outer world, you're chasing shadows. You are running after effects, not causes. True wealth building happens when you decide to nurture your inner world as carefully as a gardener tends to her most precious plants. Your thoughts are the seeds. Your emotions are the sunlight. Your habits are the water. If your internal landscape is barren, full of doubt, fear, resentment, how can you expect to harvest abundance? But when your inner world overflows with conviction, resilience, joy, and faith, the outside world cannot help but mirror it back to you. It's in the deep, unshakable knowing that you are capable, that you are worthy, and that you are enough even before the world recognizes it. Internal wealth is about emotional stability, being able to remain rooted when storms come. It's about self-respect, knowing you deserve the best and refusing to settle for less. It's about vision, seeing beyond your current circumstances and daring to believe in possibilities unseen. It's about a sense of abundance even when resources seem scarce, because you know in your soul that provision always comes when you align your heart with your purpose. When you are internally wealthy, you stop making desperate decisions. You stop moving from fear. You stop thinking small just to survive. Instead, you begin to operate from a place of fullness, from a place of overflow. You create from vision, not from panic. You attract relationships that honor your worth, opportunities that match your dreams, and experiences that align with your destiny, because you have already become the wealth you seek. Wealth starting internally also means you are no longer easily shaken by loss, rejection, or temporary failures. You recognize that those are not indicators of your worth, but simply parts of the journey. Your wealth is not sitting in a vault or a portfolio. Your wealth is alive in you. It travels with you wherever you go. No one can steal it. No economy can crash it. No betrayal can destroy it. Your wealth is internal first. You are unbreakable. Building inner wealth is the real work. It's the unseen hustle. It's the early mornings spent dreaming, the late nights spent learning, the quiet moments spent forgiving yourself and trying again. It's the daily practice of choosing faith over fear, action over excuse, love over bitterness. Every single day, you are either depositing into or withdrawing from your internal bank account. The balance you build there will determine the kind of life you're able to withdraw out here in the visible world. That self-worth is the foundation upon which all great success is built. The moment you start to believe in your own value, the world begins to reflect that belief back to you. See, how you see yourself is the key to unlocking your potential. If you believe you're worthy of abundance, of success, of love, then you will begin to act in ways that align with those beliefs. On the other hand, if you doubt your worth, if you feel undeserving or unqualified, then you will unconsciously limit your own potential. Self-worth isn't just a feel-good concept. It is the most powerful tool in creating the life of your dreams. When you acknowledge your own worth, you stop accepting crumbs from life. You stop tolerating disrespect, underpayment, or subpar experiences. Instead, you demand the best for yourself because you know you deserve it. You stop asking for permission and start claiming what is rightfully yours. When you understand that you are a unique and valuable individual, you begin to take ownership of your journey and realize that you are capable of achieving extraordinary things, not because of luck, but because of your inherent worth. Self-worth also influences the way you set your boundaries. It teaches you to say no when you need to without guilt or shame, because you understand that your time, energy, and resources are valuable. You no longer give away pieces of yourself to situations or people who don't appreciate you. You stop overextending yourself to win approval or to be liked. You realize that true success comes from aligning your actions with your values, not from people-pleasing or sacrificing your peace for the sake of external validation. The powerful connection between self-worth and net worth can be seen in the way successful individuals invest in. They seek out mentorship, they invest in education, they cultivate their networks because they know these investments will yield returns. Self-worth is not just about feeling good about yourself. It's about believing that your growth is worth investing in, and that the more you nurture yourself, the more you will have to give to the world. When you believe in your own worth, you naturally attract opportunities that are in alignment with your value. Opportunities don't come to people who feel unworthy or inadequate. They come to those who recognize their unique gifts and believe that they have something of value to offer. When you're in alignment with your self-worth, you project an energy that says, I am here to make an impact, and I expect to be compensated for it. This creates an energetic shift where opportunities and financial rewards begin to flow toward you instead of away from you. Self-worth also plays a critical role in how you handle setbacks. Every successful person faces challenges, but the way you view those challenges depends on how much you believe in yourself. When you have a high sense of self-worth, failure doesn't feel like the end of the world. Instead, it feels like a lesson, an opportunity to grow, and a temporary setback that won't define you. Those with low self-worth, on the other hand, are often paralyzed by fear of failure, unable to take risks or make bold moves. Your self-worth determines how resilient you are in the face of adversity. When you value yourself, you begin to seek out the people, environments, and experiences that elevate you. You begin to associate with those who challenge you to be better, who push you to dream bigger, and who lift you up rather than pull you down. As you surround yourself with individuals who value you and treat you with respect, you start to build a network that can help you grow both personally and financially. In turn, this network provides the support, knowledge, and opportunities needed to increase your material wealth. When you operate from a place of deep self-worth, you stop feeling the need to compare yourself to others. You no longer feel threatened by someone else's success, nor do you feel diminished by the achievements of others. Instead, you begin to celebrate the success of those around you, knowing that there is plenty of room for everyone to succeed. The more you affirm your own worth, the more you'll see it reflected in the people, situations, and opportunities that show up in your life. When you stop competing and start collaborating, when you start to see your success as a natural extension of your worth, your net worth will inevitably grow. Your story is not just a collection of past events. It is a roadmap to your power. Every chapter, every struggle, every triumph, it is all part of a bigger narrative that shapes who you are today and who you are becoming. The experiences that you've lived through, the obstacles you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, they've all woven together to make you uniquely qualified for the life you're meant to live. Your story is your strength, even when it feels painful or difficult to revisit. There are moments in life when we are told that we are not enough, that our struggles disqualify us, that our mistakes define us, or that our past holds us back from achieving greatness. But that's a lie. Your story is not something to be ashamed of. It's something to be proud of. You no longer seek approval from others because you understand that your worth was never dependent on their perceptions. You are enough. Your history does not define you. It refines you. You are not the sum of your past mistakes, your failures, or your heartbreaks. Investing in personal growth is the single most important decision you can make in your life. We live in a world that often emphasizes the importance of external achievements, getting the job, making the money, winning the accolades. But none of that will matter if you're not investing in yourself first. Personal growth is the foundation that supports everything else in your life. It is the bedrock of your success, your happiness, and your ability to truly live the life you deserve. Without it, everything else will be built on shaky ground. When you make the conscious choice to invest in your growth, you begin to see yourself not as a finished product, but as an ongoing masterpiece. You acknowledge that you are a work in progress and that every day is an opportunity to learn, to evolve, and to expand. Growth isn't linear. It's a continuous journey of learning, unlearning, and relearning. The willingness to grow is what transforms your challenges into stepping stones and your dreams into realities. Without this commitment to growth, you'll find yourself stagnant, stuck in the same patterns and circumstances. Investing in yourself means dedicating time and energy to your development. It means prioritizing learning over comfort. It means choosing to read that book, attend that seminar, seek that mentor, or take that course that scares you, because you know that on the other side of that discomfort is something greater. Personal growth demands that you step outside your comfort zone and take risks, because growth only happens when you push past your limits. The moment you stop learning, you stop evolving, and without evolution, you are left behind. Sometimes investing in personal growth means investing in your mental health. You may have a brilliant career or a thriving business, but without a strong mental and emotional foundation, those external successes are fragile. Your emotional well-being is just as important as your financial well-being, and without a commitment to nurturing your inner peace, your external success will always feel like a house built on sand. Healing is an investment. Self-care is an investment. Therapy, meditation, and journaling are not luxuries. They are necessities on the path to lasting success. When you are healthy on the inside, you can create health on the outside. Investing in your personal growth also means learning to master your mindset. The way you think about yourself, the world, and your potential directly influences your ability to succeed. If you believe that you are not capable or worthy of success, no amount of external effort will ever fill that void. Mindset is everything. You must train your mind to think positively, to see obstacles as opportunities, and to view failure not as a permanent state, but as a lesson to be learned. When you shift your mindset, you shift your world. You begin to see possibilities everywhere you look, and the world begins to respond to you in kind. Personal growth is also about being brave enough to confront your fears and weaknesses. It's easy to grow in areas where you already feel confident and capable, but the true power lies in developing the parts of yourself that you've neglected or avoided. Real growth happens when you face the parts of you that scare you the most. When you look at your insecurities, your limiting beliefs, your old habits, and say, I am ready to change. These are the areas where growth will challenge you the most, but they are also the areas where you will experience the greatest transformation. By investing in your weaknesses, you turn them into strengths that fuel your success. There is also great power in surrounding yourself with people who support and challenge your growth. Investing in relationships that elevate you is as crucial as investing in your own development. The people you spend time with directly influence your mindset, your motivation, and your progress. If you are constantly surrounded by those who are stagnant or negative, it becomes incredibly difficult to grow. But when you align yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in your potential, You create an environment where growth is inevitable. These relationships become an extension of your investment in yourself. Lastly, investing in personal growth means acknowledging that your journey is unique. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to growth. To what works for one person may not work for you, and that's okay. Your growth is personal, and it requires patience and self-compassion. You are not in a race. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. There will be times when you stumble or feel like you're not moving fast enough. But remember, growth is not about perfection. It's about consistency, resilience, and the commitment to becoming a better version of yourself every day. Owning your dreams boldly is one of the most courageous things you can do. Far too often, we hold our dreams close to our hearts, afraid to speak them out loud or pursue them with full conviction. We hide them because we worry they are too big, too impossible, or that others will judge us for daring to believe in them. But here's the truth. Your dreams are not too big. They are not impossible. In fact, they are the very essence of your purpose, and they deserve to be fully embraced. Owning your dreams boldly means showing up for them with the same intensity and passion that you hope the world will show you. It means giving them life by acting on them every single day. We often think that the people who achieve great things are somehow different from us. We believe they are more talented, more fortunate, or more capable. But the truth is, the only real difference between them and those who don't pursue their dreams is that they owned their vision without hesitation. They believed they were worthy of their dreams, and they allowed themselves to pursue them unapologetically. When you own your dreams boldly, you stop playing small. You stop thinking, who am I to want this? Instead, you think, who am I not to want this? Who am I not to chase my dreams with all of my heart? When you own your dreams boldly, you begin to take up space in the world. You stop shrinking yourself to fit into other people's expectations or to make others feel comfortable. The world needs your full, authentic self. Your dreams are a reflection of who you are at your core, your passions, your desires, your unique gifts. When you suppress your dreams, you suppress your essence. When you own your dreams, you give yourself permission to fully step into your power and to express your truth unapologetically. Make room for your greatness, and in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. Owning your dreams boldly also means choosing to trust yourself. Even when you don't have all the answers, even when the path forward is unclear. It's about embracing uncertainty and knowing that every step you take brings you closer to the life you desire. You don't need to know how everything will unfold to take that first step. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to move forward despite it. And when you own your dreams boldly, you acknowledge that fear is simply a companion on the journey, not a barrier. You choose to act in spite of fear, knowing that your dreams are worth every ounce of courage it takes to pursue them. When you own your dreams boldly, you begin to let go of other people's opinions. So often we hold ourselves back because we fear judgment or rejection from others. But here's the truth. No one else will ever fully understand or value your dreams the way you do. It's not their job to understand. It's your job to believe in your dreams with every fiber of your being. You have to be your own biggest advocate, your own cheerleader. When you stop looking for permission or approval from the outside world, you begin to cultivate an inner power that no one can take away from you. You learn to trust your intuition and follow your own path, even if it means going against the grain. Owning your dreams boldly also means taking risks. Without risk, there can be no reward. The biggest rewards come from stepping out of your comfort zone and facing the unknown. Dreams require bravery, and that bravery comes in the form of actions that might seem impossible or intimidating at first. It's about saying yes to opportunities that scare you. It's about choosing to leap, even when you don't know exactly where you'll land. It's about walking through doors that are unmarked and creating your own map along the way. When you own your dreams, you are willing to risk failure because you understand that it is just a part of the process. And in doing so, you open the door to success and fulfillment. In owning your dreams boldly, you also learn the power of resilience. Chasing your dreams is not always a smooth ride, and it's not without its setbacks and challenges. There will be moments when you feel like giving up, when everything seems too hard, when the road gets steep. But resilience is born in these moments. Resilience is the muscle that gets stronger every time you refuse to quit. When you own your dreams, you commit to pushing through the tough times because you know that your dream is worth the fight. And when you come out the other side, you are stronger, wiser, and more capable than you were before threat. Owning your dreams boldly also means being open to change and growth. Your dreams will evolve as you do. As you learn more about yourself, the world, and the possibilities before you, your vision will likely shift and expand. It's okay to allow your dreams to change as you do. The pursuit of your dreams is not a straight line. It's a journey of constant transformation. When you own your dreams boldly, you become flexible, willing to adapt, and to grow into the next level of yourself. The key is not to become attached to a specific outcome, but to remain committed to the vision of your future self, the person you are becoming, and the impact you are destined to make. Taking action, even in the face of fear, is where transformation begins. Fear is a natural part of the human experience. It's something we all feel at various points in our lives, especially when we are stepping into the unknown or pursuing something new. But fear is not a reason to stop. It's a signal that you are on the verge of growth. Every time you choose to take action in the presence of fear, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready to move beyond your comfort zone and into a new level of yourself. Fear does not control you. Your actions do. The key to overcoming fear is not to wait for it to disappear before you move forward. Fear is often a constant companion in the pursuit of your dreams. It will show up, but that doesn't mean you have to let it dictate your actions. When you begin to take consistent, deliberate action despite your fear, you send a powerful message to yourself and the world. I am more committed to my dreams than I am afraid of what might go wrong. Fear becomes a stepping stone, not a stumbling block, when you choose to act anyway. The more you act in spite of fear, the less power fear has over you. Fear can often make us feel paralyzed, unsure of what to do next. But the simple act of moving forward, even in the smallest way, can break that paralysis. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the enormity of the task at hand, but when you focus on just one action, one step, you begin to build momentum. That first step may be intimidating, but each subsequent step will feel easier than the last. By breaking down your goal into smaller, manageable pieces, you make the impossible seem possible. You realize that you don't need to know the entire path. You just need to start moving in the right direction. The fear of failure often keeps many of us stuck. We worry that we will fall short, that we won't succeed, or that we'll look foolish in the process. But failure is not the end. It's simply feedback. Every successful person you admire has failed at some point, sometimes many times, but they didn't let those failures define them. Instead, they used failure as a lesson, a way to refine their approach, and to come back even stronger. When you take action despite your fear, you reframe failure as an essential part of the journey, not a reflection of your inadequacy. You understand that to fail is to grow, and with each failure, you get closer to success. Another common fear is the fear of judgment from others. We often worry about what people will think or how we will be perceived when we step out into the world with our dreams. But here's the reality. Most people are not thinking about you as much as you think they are. They are wrapped up in their own fears and insecurities. When you take action in spite of this fear, you liberate yourself from the need for external validation. You realize that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. When you are confident in your choices and committed to your path, you stop allowing others' judgments to influence your decisions. You begin to trust your own intuition more than you trust the opinions of others. Fear can also make us procrastinate. We think we need everything to be perfect before we take action, that we need to have all the answers or the perfect plan. But perfectionism is just another form of fear. It's a fear of imperfection, a fear of being seen as inadequate. When you wait for everything to align perfectly before taking action, you put your dreams on hold indefinitely. The truth is, no plan is ever perfect, and no moment is ever just right. Taking action, even imperfectly, is far more powerful than waiting for the perfect moment. As you take action, you learn and adjust along the way. You realize that you don't need perfection, you just need progress. Another aspect of fear is the fear of success. As strange as it may sound, some people are afraid of the very thing they desire. They fear the responsibilities that come with success, the visibility, or the change it will bring to their lives. Success can be intimidating because it forces you to step into a new identity. But here's the thing, success is your birthright. It's not something you need to be afraid of. In fact, fear of success often comes from an unconscious belief that you don't deserve it. When you take action in spite of this fear, you are giving yourself permission to fully embrace your greatness. You are stepping into the next version of yourself. And that version is more than capable of handling the success that comes with your dreams. One of the most powerful aspects of taking action in the face of fear is that it builds your self-confidence. The more you act despite fear, the more you trust your ability to navigate uncertainty. You prove to yourself that you are resilient, resourceful, and capable of handling whatever comes your way. Every small victory, every step you take toward your goal reinforces your belief in your own abilities. Action breeds confidence, and as your confidence grows, fear begins to lose its grip on you. The more you take action, the more you empower yourself to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles arise. Too often, we become fixated on the destination, the end goal, the dream realized, the achievement reached. We live in a world that glorifies the result, the success, the final product. But the magic of life happens not at the destination, but along the journey. The truth is, the destination will come and go, but the journey is where you experience growth, transformation, and true fulfillment. Embracing the journey means finding meaning in each step, appreciating the small wins, and understanding that every part of the process is valuable, not just the end result. When you shift your focus from just the destination to the journey, you begin to enjoy the path you are on. Every day becomes an opportunity for growth and learning, even in the most mundane moments. The challenges you face, the setbacks you experience, and the lessons you learn along the way are all shaping you into the person you need to become to achieve your dreams. The journey is the training ground for your success, the place where you refine your skills, build resilience, and learn more about who you truly are. If you skip this part, you miss the essence of the journey itself, the wisdom, the growth, the richness of the experience. We often rush through life chasing the next goal or achievement, thinking that once we get there, everything will be better. But happiness, fulfillment, and peace do not reside solely at the destination. They are found in the present moment, in the journey, in the process. When you learn to embrace the journey, you find joy in the here and now, rather than postponing your happiness for some distant future. Every step forward is a celebration, not a countdown to the next milestone. When you embrace the journey, you become fully alive in the present instead of constantly looking ahead or dwelling on the past. Embracing the journey means understanding that there will be ups and downs, and both are necessary for your growth. You cannot have success without failure, light without darkness, or progress without setbacks. The journey is not meant to be linear or perfect. It's a winding path that includes both triumphs and challenges. It's through the challenges that we learn the most. When you encounter obstacles, don't see them as signs that you are on the wrong path. Instead, see them as opportunities for growth, as necessary detours that are guiding you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your purpose. Part of embracing the journey is learning to trust the timing of your life. It's easy to become impatient, to feel that you should be further along or that things should be happening faster. But life unfolds in its own time, and often the pace of our journey is exactly what we need. Trusting the process means letting go of the need for immediate results and understanding that everything is happening for you, not to you. There's wisdom in patience, and sometimes the things you're waiting for need time to align. When you embrace the journey, you release the pressure to control every outcome, and you trust that the right things will come at the right time. The journey is also where you discover your true purpose. Along the way, you uncover pieces of yourself that you didn't know existed. Passions, strengths, and desires that were hidden beneath layers of doubt or fear. As you progress toward your goals, you learn not just about the world, but about your place in it. The journey helps you refine your vision, ensuring that you're not just chasing an end goal for the sake of achievement, but because it aligns with your true calling. Your purpose is revealed in the journey, and as you get closer to your destination, you begin to see that the journey itself has been the ultimate teacher. Embracing the journey also means embracing the relationships you form along the way. The people you meet, the connections you make, and the mentors you encounter are all part of your experience. It's easy to become so focused on the destination that you forget to nurture the relationships that nourish your soul. But the people you meet during your journey will play a crucial role in your growth. Each person you encounter brings something valuable to your experience, whether it's a lesson, a moment of support, or a challenge that helps you grow.